Hey guys, welcome to Elevate Techie. In today's video, I want to discuss about pom.xml file in the Maven project which we have created in the previous video and also how to run a test using Maven. So let's see what pom.xml file first is and later come to Maven dependencies. So let's open this pom.xml file. So Maven will be creating us a pom.xml file by default. So with these values, so here you can see it is a XML file basically. So first it has this group ID. This is the ID which we have given while creating the project, and same goes with this artifact ID. So this is a test name which we have given for our project, and under the name tag we got the artifact ID which we have given, and the later is the URL tag. So here you can give the URL of the project. For example, let's say in future we have integrated our project with any of the source management tool. If you have created a project repo in your Git, so the same URL you can just give it under this URL tag. And next is we have the properties tag. So under this we can define the properties we want to use in this pom.xml file. Next we have got dependencies tag. So under the dependencies tag, we will be adding all the dependencies which we want to use in this project. So let's say if I want to use Selenium in my project, what I can do is that instead of going to Selenium site and downloading the jar files, I can just directly add this Selenium Maven dependency from the Maven central repository under this dependencies tag, and the Maven automatically downloads that to you under this Maven dependencies library. By default, Maven provides us with this JUnit dependency. We have the JUnit dependency defined under this dependency tag, and the same JUnit jar is downloaded in this Maven dependencies library. Under the build tag, we have the plugins needed for running our scripts. So we need basically Maven Surefire plugin and Maven Compiler plugin for running our scripts. So we can add those plugins under this build tag. You can see that Maven is giving us by default some of the plugins as well. Now for our automation project, I just want to create a two more folder structures. So I want to store all the resources related to this project in SRC main resources folder, and all the resources to the testing in the SRC test folder. So let me just go ahead and create these two folder structures. For creating the folder structure, just you need to right click on this project, go to new, and then under this you have to select the source folder. So we can give the name of the folder under the folder name. So I want to create a folder name as SRC main resources. So once done, click on finish. So you can see here the folder is created for me. In the same way we are going to do for the other folder. So I want the name to be SRC test resources. Then click on finish. So now we got the basic folder structure we need for our framework. In the next step, let's just see if we are able to just run this project. So for that, I'll be creating a sample test, just going to new and then select class. I'll be giving the name of the class as just a sample test sample, and then click on finish. In this class, I'll be creating a sample test method just to check if we can run our Maven project. So for that, I'll be using test annotation of the JUnit. So we have already JUnit libraries downloaded by the Maven by default. So we can use those annotations. And I'll be creating a sample method, public void test1. And it, let's say just return a, it just prints out me Maven check. So we need to import these JUnit packages for the test annotation. Okay, we have created a sample test. Let's see how to run this test in a Maven. For running it, we need to use this pom.xml file. So go to pom.xml file, then right click on it, then go to run as, and in this you can select Maven test. Here you can see it is downloading all the Maven repositories. So basically when you run the test for the first time, it needs to download all the jars which we have defined in the form.xml file to the Maven dependencies. So it is downloading all the jars. You can see the execution is complete. So you can check if you got this Maven check printed in your execution.